Hey guys, this is going to take a month of Sundays for me to upload all these videos, but I got talkative, apparently. So, what's been the weirdest thing that's been happening? So, love bombing, or as I like to call it, love nuking, has been a thing lately. I was trying to put those two words together. Yeah. So, the gist of it is, I will get somebody that starts talking to me, and they'll talk to me, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat. One of those. Probably coming from one into Snapchat. One of those into Snapchat. And all of a sudden, this guy is like, just like, hey, you're really handsome. Hey, I really like talking to you. Hey, I like listening to your vlogs, podcast vlogs. Hey, and just all this really good feeling stuff is coming at me. And I'm like, okay, yeah, you. And they show me their picture and they're just drop dead gorgeous. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? I know, shut up, AJ. But it's like, okay, this is cool. This guy likes me. What I'm finding out is their avoidance. And I'm not sure what form of avoidance. Nor am I going to look into it. So, a couple days ago, this guy just started, oh my God, it started off with him saying, hey, I think you're really hot. I'm like, thank you. I can't say anything because I don't know what you look like. And he sent me a picture, and no, dude was hot. And I'm like, oh my God. And I had a picture of me, and I had Wolfie right here. And I said, and I'm pointing at Wolfie, and I'm like, even Wolfie thinks you're hot. And he just kind of laughed at me, and we talked back and forth for a couple hours. He was beautiful, and from Michigan, and we just clicked on all these levels. And I'm just like, this is really. I said, you should come down to Lexington. Let's talk for a bit. But I want you to know that I'm really impressed with what I'm hearing, and I would like you to come down here at some point, and we can hang out. It doesn't have to be sexual. It could just be fun. It could be just two guys. And I was really excited. Woke up the next morning, and he had deleted all the pictures from Snapchat, because I saved some things in Snapchat because my memory sucks. Especially when I have 500 Snapchat profiles that I'm following and talking to. And it's like, dude, I can't remember any of you. I know the ones that are my top, because they show up in Snapchat. There's your 8 best friends or something. But I have so many of these people. And so I saved a couple pictures so I can say, okay, I know who you are. So I go there and I go to say something and it just goes back to Snapchat. What? I tried it again. Just flips out of there and goes to Snapchat. So I go back, take a picture of the last picture that shows up. And because this guy contacts me again, and I want to remember who he is. But he had disabled his account. Yeah. Love bombing. I felt bad for about an hour of me going, did I do something wrong? I'm stopping that conversation. I stopped it. I put dead stop to that. Dude, you didn't do anything wrong. You didn't disable his account so you couldn't talk to him. You didn't disable your account so he couldn't talk to you. You didn't block him. I defriended him. So if he disabled it and then tries to bring it back, I'm not there. I'm good. So that was an experience. I was not happy. This morning I had somebody else start that, and I'm not sure what's going on with it, but he's cute. And I'm like, dude, you're 25. You're less than half my age. And I'm not sure what you're looking for, but I told him kind of what I'm looking for, but I am not putting out to the world what I need. What I need to do, but this is what I've learned. And I'm just going to put that out there. This is what I've learned. the person you're looking for doesn't look like this and doesn't have this kind of personality and doesn't do this and this and this. That's not what you're looking for. What you're looking for is, how do I feel when I'm with this person? How do I feel communicating with this person? How do I feel with how this person is communicating with me? And how do I feel when I see how this person is feeling when they're around me? That's it. Then, done. End of story. You might say, well, sexual compatibility, blah, blah, blah. I'm a side. I'm sexually compatible with almost no one. And yet I make it work. Why? Well, because there's a lot of things that you can do that people don't recognize, or, people just need to get over themselves. We're not all like, you don't have to label yourself for everything. What is my label for me? I'm AJ. What does that mean? That means I'm me. Well, who are you interested in? Romantically, I'm interested in men. Oh, so what about sexually? Sexually, I'm interested in men. Why didn't you put those two together? Would I call myself gay? Yeah. But does that define me? Oh, God, no. Nothing defines me. Unfortunately, I'm enigmatic. And that's one of the things that guys like about me. They're like, I don't know where you're coming from or how you make all of this funniness, but it's really fun. Oh, I make everybody laugh. I make everybody feel safe. Do you know why? Dude, I just thought that through. I try to make other people feel safe because for a vast majority of my life, I have not felt safe. That's kind of sad. I make sure other people don't experience my world. And the fact that I can actually just lay that out there like that. I've never felt, since my childhood, I've never felt physically unsafe. I lived in the city of Detroit, and I'm not joking. Livernois and Davison. If you look that up on a map, it's in the very center. It's like Highland Park, Hamtramck, where I lived. And I was the only Caucasian person in my neighborhood. Everyone knew who I was. I live in a world where everybody knows who I am. That's fascinating. I need to explore that. But everybody knew who I was. I would walk into a store and everybody go, hey, you haven't been in here a while. And I'm gathering groceries and they're like, oh, your significant other came through and you have different things, so you didn't buy anything they had bought. Laundry. And I just sat there like, why are people paying attention to me? This is so weird. Oh, love bombing. Sorry, I went off on a tangent. But yeah, safety. Making other people feel safe. Unfortunately, what that does is, it's not sexy. Being made to feel safe is not sexy, apparently. If somebody made me feel safe, that would be sexy. But not everybody grew up like I did. So I had another guy that I went out with who we talked about friendship. So we went out and hung out once. And it really went well. It was like 3 hours of us just sitting there talking and actually being like going back and forth. And he was the gentleman that I was talking about that was like, you dress like your normal self and you act like your normal self and you're not nervous. And I'm like, why should I be nervous? So, and then he shows back up. And we were supposed to go out to dinner last night and didn't hear a thing out of him. I'm sitting there like, we had talked about this during the week. I sent out a reminder, hey, we were planning on doing this. Are we still good? And nothing. I'm sitting there like, what is up with that? This is a college town. So there's University of Kentucky, Lexington, and then there's Transylvania State College. There's a couple others. I mean, there's like all these tiny little colleges, so there's like this huge amount of 18 to 26, 27-year-olds that are involved in all of this academia. And then there's all the college professors. And so there's a big amount of people that you can pick from to go on dates with, or to, just meet with, or make friends with. I'm making friends with a lot of them because they're really cool. And if one of them and I start vibing, that'd be awesome. It doesn't have to happen. And I'm sitting there thinking this through. It's like, if you have too many options, you get option overload and you don't pick anything. And that's really annoying because I'm just looking for somebody. I'm looking for guys. Stop saying people. Looking for guys. They're going to say, I want to hang out with you. And then after a while of hanging out with me, go, I am enjoying this hanging out. Is there something more we could do? I mean, can we go out just by ourselves? That'd be like that would be cool. I hope you like Thai and Indian. Oh, I want to try Indian. There's an Indian place just down the road. And I'm like, I don't go to restaurants by myself. That's like very, very scary for me. Just because I don't like the feeling of, I feel like people are staring at me because I'm by myself. I know that's not a fact. Nobody does that. I don't do that. But there's always that thing where I'm very self-conscious about how the appearance of me being by myself is. That's something my therapist needs to help me with. I can walk into any place in the world and act like I own it. I can't walk into a restaurant by myself and sit down because I'm going to be there for an hour and by myself and I'm in my head. And in my head, surrounded by people, is a very dark place for me. So that's not going to happen. I was talking about dating and I was talking about making friends. And so we're going to wrap this up with me saying I am so sorry that I go off track all the time. Hopefully I'm going to get what I need out of therapy and then probably get medicated. I always thought it was anxiety. They gave me anti-anxiety medication, and what that made me feel was numb, like a zombie numb. So I don't want that. What I want is something that makes it so I'm not like hyper all the time, and I can sit down and just do normal, calm things instead of saying, why am I not doing stuff? I give myself like a panic attack saying I've done nothing all day. Dude, I hiked 7 miles this morning. I made a new friend. Okay, that might be all I've done. I got my lazy ass out of bed at 6. Wolfie kicked me out of bed at 6. This is what having a dog does. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna let you guys go. I love you guys. I love you, dude. Peace out.